It's an after dark cleaning motivation video. I'm going to put a 10-minute timer here on the screen. We're going to pump that tunes, so fold some laundry with us or reset your house for tomorrow. If it sounds interesting to you, stay tuned, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe and tap that bell because we upload every Monday and Thursday, and let's get to cleaning. This night is actually a pretty good night for the state of our couch because our 2-year-old right now is enjoying grabbing every pillow that he can find and making a little pillow fort in the corner of our modular. I think he just likes to get nice and cozy. But after most of the stuff is picked up, I am going to do a quick vacuum because my 2 toddlers love to eat on the go, whether it's a snack or even a meal. They really hate sitting still to eat, and they end up in the lounge room for some reason, so I need to vacuum up all the crumbs for the day. This coffee table is hands down the best one that I can think of when raising littles. When we saw it in the display room at IKEA, we knew we could not go past it because of that dual layers. It enables us to just throw toys underneath throughout the week, which is the reason why at the end of the week I am going to sit down and do a tidy up. Any toys that have migrated from the toy room, I'm going to put back into the toy room, and I'm also going to give anything a clean out. But the storage underneath is honestly such a lifesaver because it means you can use the top to entertain when you have friends and family coming over. So at the end of the week, I'm going to give it a nice tidy out, disinfect everything that I need to, and just reset for the week to come. This part of the house is our most high traffic area in regards to outside, inside, and at the moment my girls in particular are loving playing with chalk and mixing it with water to make a paste. So I need to mop the floor here, but before I can do that I do need to vacuum and make sure there's nothing there. Here's a question for you. If you have a cordless Dyson vacuum cleaner, how do you go at efficiently vacuuming? I'm feeling at the moment that it's not necessarily picking up pieces on the laminate floors. It's really good for carpet, but it's just not really doing a great job, and I end up swapping over to a broom, especially with the bigger pieces. I don't really want to be vacuuming that up. But I just want to know what's your feedbacks if you have a cordless Dyson and how you get around doing your chores with little kids. Now, how do you guys mop when you are cleaning? We've recently gotten this mop where you put your solution in the little container and then you can pump it through the handle and then mop around. I remember learning how to mop through my Macca's days where we would do the figure of 8 and we would have the old school mop and bucket system. I have seen steam mops and I'm wondering if that's even worth it. It's just so tricky with kids and the things that they are dropping on the floor, and I'm finding every afternoon that there is something stuck to the floor that really does need to get a good little mop up. But what do you use at home? What have you tried and didn't like? What do you want if you're like saving up to get something? Love to hear your feedback. We had some friends come over at the beginning of last week and we had like a bit of a games night, and I just haven't had time to put the games back throughout the week, which is so crazy seeing as it's just one little cupboard to put it all in. But in our declutter during the Easter break, we minimized our game collection to just fit in this shelf. And we have recently added another game to the collection, which is the reason why it's a little bit of a struggle getting it back in. Fun fact about Michael and my marriage is the fact that the kitchen is definitely his domain in regards to the way we pack it up at the end of the night and just the tidiness overall. So for us on a Sunday night, I meal prep all of our dinners for the week. So the pots and pans that you can see in the background and in the sink are everything that I have used in order to prepare. And I'm just writing down the dinner recipes on the whiteboard so I know the order in which I am getting them out from the fridge to cook that night. But I really love being with Mick, especially doing mundane chores like this, and we just have naturally got our own little roles that we do. We've never really discussed it. We do help each other out, so if someone's feeling overwhelmed, then obviously we're going to chip in and help out. We're not just going to turn around and say, no, that's your job, I'm not helping. But this is the time that we usually end up catching up about the day, the week, talking about what's going to happen in the next week to come. Being in the middle of winter, my starter is being a little bit temperamental, and I didn't know if I was going to have the ability to make my English muffins for the kids' sandwiches. So I pulled out some puff pastry from the freezer, and I've made some little scrolls that are my backup for sandwich substitution. But now it comes to preparing lunch boxes for tomorrow. So I am going to be preparing the girls and my own, as Michael has a lunch catch-up. But I am going to try and use up this leftover pasta that we had for dinner, and then I have a pretty clear-cut sequence in regards to packing the kids' lunches, which if you've seen my Sunday reset video, it's all there. Something that I didn't realize until this week was that kiwi fruit actually has more vitamin C than oranges do. I've always grown up knowing that oranges are super good for vitamin C, especially in winter. But I've learnt that kiwi fruit actually has double the amount. So for our click and collect for this coming week, I've actually bought some kiwi fruit and oranges, but I'm just going to cut up the fruit and veg for the kids' lunchboxes because it's all about a balanced diet in the Rashidi household. Thank you for joining us for our After Dark clean. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up because it really does support my channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe and tap that bell because this parenting gig doesn't come with a rulebook. We only have each other. Stay tuned and click on one of these cleaning videos if you need more motivation. And I'll see you in our next video. Bye!